Back to HU16 Live at 5. I'm here with Dr. McClarty for this week's Bruce Day Tuesday. Great to have you here with us today.
Good to be with you, Grace.
Now, it is a great time of the year on campus. It's officially spring, and I know a lot of our students are feeling that nice weather and moods are being lifted. I know for me, I'm very excited about graduating. But what are a few of your favorite parts of spring?
I love the way campus develops in a predictable way in the spring. And the first thing are when the Bradford pears begin to bloom. And so all these trees that run along the rental center that are so white and beautiful, and that's the first thing. The next thing to come are the tulip trees in front of chapel. And that's kind of the next explosion. And then you know that the azaleas are coming, and you always hope that they hit at spring sing time so that the campus is just looking its absolute best. And then in late azalea time, you're into the dogwoods that are sprinkled all over campus. So Harding campus was made for springtime, and I love it, and I love the fact that spring break comes in the middle of a semester. And so it's not like Thanksgiving where we get so exhausted before we ever really get a break. And so it's just springtime. When people came back from spring break, it was warmer, people were ready to stop being cold, and the campus is just gorgeous.
Yes, I know one of the things that is really amazing about Harding is how much effort they put into making our campus look so beautiful. You know, it already has these beautiful buildings, but the groundskeepers do a really good job at the flowers and the trees. They do a great job at that. Now, you mentioned Spring Sing. What about Spring Sing weekend are you most looking forward to?
I don't really have favorites about things like that because there are so many things that are so different about it. I think just the people, there are thousands and thousands of people here. The whole city of Searcy knows that we're having Spring Sing because the restaurants are busy and Race Street's crowded and all those things are going on. But it brings people from all over the country to Harding. Several years ago, long before you would have been here as a student, we experimented with moving Spring Sing off of Easter weekend. And we realized just how important it was for it to be on Easter weekend, and especially like the whole East Coast got Good Friday off, and so they would be here. Well, there are people literally from all over the country who are here that weekend because they get a break and because Spring Sing's going on.
Yeah, alumni, future students, even parents of students here on campus right now. It's always fun to have them come and see a little bit of the Harding community that we love so much. Now this week on Thursday night we have a special event. We have our next ASI Distinguished Lecture Series. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, probably the biggest sports hero of my life was Archie Manning, and because of that I became a Peyton Manning fan, and because of that I became a Tony Dungy fan. And he is, that's where I sort of came to know him and be aware of him, but he's probably the single most respected, for character type issues, probably the single most respected sportscaster today. And he writes very transparently about difficult life situations that he's experienced. He's a man who very much promotes honesty and integrity and character. And when he speaks, people listen. And I'm just thrilled that he's going to be our speaker here. I think a lot of people outside the sports world are aware of him and love him. I think everybody inside the sports world, he's a rock star.
Yes, definitely. Definitely looking forward to coming to see him in the Benson Auditorium Thursday night at 7:30?
Yes.
Right? 7:30, free event. Now, this is a free event. How do we get to provide these events to students and community members for free?
We have ASI sponsors, and they have been faithful in supporting this program for decades. And so we still have people, a lot of them will be the ones that will come to the dinner beforehand and all, but people, a lot of them in the community, a lot of them in the Searcy community, and this is their special connection to Harding University. They love ASI, and so it is outside funding like that that funds these speakers.
That's so great that people see the need to bring these amazing speakers in. I know I have been very blessed by some of the speakers I've got to hear. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to having you on next week with us.
Thank you so much.
Definitely go out and attend the ASI event in the Benson this Thursday, 7:30 p.m.